Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's video we're doing some testing. But first we're going to grab a bit of munch. So today we've just been to the gym and we've, what else we had? We had his haircut. Aiden's had his haircut in front. And yeah, we're enjoying the sun really. So we've got a bit of testing in Sheffield. So there's a nice Italian in the middle of Sheffield, so we're going to grab a bit of munch, do a test, and then it's the weekend. Hey, not too bad, eh? Right then, let's see what we're going to get. Hey, buongiorno. So a little cafe pizza it's called, and yeah, just really good pizza, and really good pasta, so can't beat it. It's right next to a cathedral in the middle of Sheffield, so yeah, I like it really. Look at that, nice little coffee, filter coffee, San Miguel before we start work. Nice cola. That'll do, ready for food now. Oh, look at that pizza. Nice and spicy. Ed's gone for margarita, got some specialty breads. And that's a lunch. Right then, we'll munch this and then we'll see you on job. What a beautiful day. Oh, nice day in Sheffield, got his Mother's Day cards, that's not too bad. It's all good, we're all set for Sunday and now we're doing a bit of testing, so hopefully it's a nice neat board and we don't have to do much. I'm going to meet Owen from church. This is ours for testing then, so it should be just 4 rooms and 4 rooms, and it looks like it's got like a little loft thing, so we'll see what we come across here. Right, let's get some bags out then. There we go. Trusty Vito pack, that's all you need. Big mass off bag. Big whack all. Grab that. Oh, there's video all that. It's still filming. Vito pack. Ting. That's how to do stuff one-handed while you're filming, isn't it? Right then, bud. Let's get in there. We'll grab that. Grab tester. Grab his little laptop, and we're good to go. That could have been a price mistake. Weighing a few grand laptop. Anyway, we're in. We're in. So then, that's what you think job then. So first thing you do with testing, you do a little visual. So have a nice walk in sunshine. We'll have a look at cables on the outside, and the outside lights. I'll walk around on inside and see what we're dealing with. So all the way to this end of the house and doing something in window. Yeah, then outside light here looks like a little cheap and cheerful thing going into a junction box. Tie wrapped in there, it should be fine. But what have we got here? We've got an indoor cable run outside. So it's got no UV protection, that. So basically, UV lights will shine on it, ends up just going a bit crispy and degrades over time. So that'll need replacing up to there. It goes all the way down here. Great. That looks like a fatter cable. You've got a 1525. That runs all the way along here. So that'll need replacing, that cable to there. Got another cable running up top. See where this is going. Great, it disappears through the wall, so that could be, this looks like a 2.5 cable, that could be even doing a socket within this extension bit. So we'll have to probably chop it there, put a box there, and run a 2.5 all the way back, because we don't know where that goes. Same with this cable, we'll have to renew that and renew all this. So that doesn't pass the report, running indoor cable on the outside, no UV protection, that's the reason. Some people say, oh, it's not got the impact. Basically every cable's got an impact rating of how hard it can be whacked before it starts damaging it, but it's out of reach there, no one's going to be whacking it. Right, armoured cable run down, that's fine. Over to the garage, don't see what else on this end of the house. Got a little shed down here. Hey, we've got some more indoor cable run outside, so that'll have to get replaced. Little light on back, nice. Bit more indoor cable coming out there. Right, inside here, what we're dealing with, just a little room for the light. Badly tacked, so it's supposed to tack every 300, so I might have to bang a clip in there to. On the report it says, is this cable clipped? I can't remember the wording now. Is it clipped throughout its run? Is it supported throughout its run, it says, so that means, is it clipped every 300? But yeah, so we just have to bang a clip in there for that to tick on that. But on here, we've just got a main switch, double socket and lights. So every socket outlet needs to be RCD protected. So an RCD basically measures the current coming out and back, and if it goes anywhere else like a person, it'll trip. within 0.4 of a second and save your life. So we need to make sure that whatever feeds this garage is RC protected, which means that this whole which means that this whole installation, if it is RC protected, that these are RC protected from the house. I don't know, everything just falling apart. Right, let's go in the house now. I think I saw some on this corner light, which I'll show you when we first arrived. So, again, that should be into a little junction box and not a tape joint with some connector blocks in, so that's dodgy as well. Oh dear. Stuff we come across. Right then, so that's the outside, we'll do inside next. So inside then, a visual check. So what we're looking for is exposed singles. So that's the colours of the inside of the grey sheathing showing. And we're looking for cracked switches and cracked sockets. So we're just having a quick look round. So here, that's 12 volts, so you get away with that. But on this side, if there was some singles hanging out on the main side, that won't pass. Everything's looking good. I'm just gonna go around then. Oh, we've got a cracked socket there. So that there will need replacing. Basically, it'll go down as there's basically 3 categories on a report. You've got a C1, C2, C3. So C1 is like exposed live parts. You touch it, you can basically touch something and you're gonna get electrocuted. C2 is the possibility to become a C1, so like a cracked switch. So this should go down to C2. So like a cracked switch, you could crack even more, and then you got exposed live parts, and it's gonna be dangerous. And also C2 will be like fires. So basically the circuits have got like ratings when they trip to protect the cable. So say like a 2.5 cable might be rated at like 26 amps, something like that, and you'll bang it on 20 amp max. So it can't go to that 26 and set on fire. So yeah, that'll be a C2 as well. Right, anyway, we're gonna go around and see what we can find then. There we go. So this isn't fixed properly, look. It's just kind of loosely fixed. So that needs to go down on the report. Now that needs fixing back properly. What other one? Dodgy, dodgy, dodgy. That's interesting, isn't it? Look at it. You could pick how long it comes on for, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. Weird one that, isn't it? Let's carry on. Still turn off, great, so that'll have to go down. The switch doesn't actually switch. Great, that'll need replacing. And there we go, so that's all the testing, well the visual test done. Oh, we've got another room. Let's check these out. The weird dungeon thing. So with stuff with sockets and that, you're gonna check that there's no holes in stuff. I'm gonna check there's no singles hanging out. Like sometimes you get it where the singles hanging out the light there. There's no holes in these back boxes you're checking for, no cracks. Alright, that's the visual bit, apart from the fuse board checked. Also other checks we need to do is make sure that there's an earth cable to the gas pipe on the water stop tap to the water pipe. So we're gonna check those as well. So put it down to the fuse board now. Right then, so what we're going to do is check the fuse board next. So it looks like we've got an off-peak supply for old storage heaters, so they're not being used, all the fuses are out, and that's been decommissioned. So that's that. We've got a random thing here for the shower, so we'll have to test that. That looks fine, there's no holes at the bottom or out. Fuse board, we've got any access holes? Not really. No, it's not too bad actually, but it's absolutely rammed. Look at that, that's going to be an absolute nightmare to get to these earths and whatever. So, right, this is the fuse board then. So this is your main switch, and these are non-RCD. And this is the RCD, and these are the RCD, this is the RCD, and these circuits run through that. So these are RCD protected circuits, which look like just socket circuits. And looks like a 2.5 there on a 32 amp. So this is, again, we talked about a visual check. So this cable here, which is on a 32 amp, and it's a 2.5, so that would fail the report, because 2.5, if you run 32 amps, if it run at 32 amps, it's going to melt. So that'll need down rate to a 20 amp. So there we go. Right then, so what we'll do is start the testing. So what I do is just do a circuit at a time. We've done the visual checks, and basically there's some tests you do on them, so you do some dead tests. So we'll pull the live earth and neutral out. We're going to test a continuity test, which basically you connect the live and earth at the board, and you go around all the points and just make sure there's an earth at every point. So that's what that test does. And you write down the reading on the report. And then there's a test called insulation resistance. So you disconnect all your loads and you test between line to earth, line to neutral, and neutral to earth. And you basically send the voltage down one of them, and the other probe on the other core basically measures the resistance between them, and that's in million ohms. So it's measured in mega ohms. So it's measuring like a really high resistance. So usually, if it's a good circuit, you'll have greater than 500 mega ohm. So that's a really good reading. But if you get anything less than like 2 or 1, then you need to be looking into it to see why. It could be that the cable's degraded so much that you need to rewire it, because it's just gonna, it can just kind of blow at any time, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, you'd have to replace it anyway. So then, right, let's crack on then. I'm gonna get this report set up. So I've got my new laptop. Decided to go for a laptop rather than Windows Parallel on the Apple, because my testing software only works on Windows, annoyingly. So then, let's crack on with it. We'll set it up. We'll do the first test and we'll go from there then. Right, let's do this. Right, we'll turn on this little Eicr beast. It's only about 250 quid. It's only running like a Word document, internet, to get like the job details from ServiceMate and the testing software, so it don't need to be all amazing. Right then, let's log in, we'll set up a report. So here we go, we're just filling out the result now. Hayden's just shouting them out and we're just writing them in. Right, I'll finish it. So now that's all filled out, we know what they're doing, we can start on it. So we can do a cooker radial together. We'll do a lighting circuit, and we'll do a ring test, and then you know all the tests. There we go. There we go, cooker. So I'll just whip this bad boy off, we'll open him up. Go to fuse board. So we'll just have to turn the switch off, and we'll just test up to the isolator for insulation resistance. So cooker is this bad boy. So what we'll do is pull the cable out for here, so line earth neutral, and we'll connect line to earth, and then we'll get a continuity test. So we're just testing the resistance from line all the way. So if we cross that end and we connect, and we just test between line and earth this side, we're just testing the resistance from there. So R1 plus R2. So R1's the line, R2's the earth. There we go, continuity test. What is all this? Flipping out, it's so messy. So, right, that's his line out anyway. Get his neutral out. Look at this. What a sham. So tight in here. Get his earth out. So we've got a neutral for the RCD side and a neutral for the non-RCD side. Let's try and rejig these, we can even get to it. Don't know what that kid's doing. Right then, so we'll connect that line to that earth. So we've got some connector block, unless Hayden's nabbed it. Right, we'll get that first. Right, Hayden's tested in here now then. So we've got a few faults. We've got the readings, insulation resistance passed. Let's have a look in here. Oh, this has got tightened up, didn't it? Yeah, they're tight as well. Right then, so cable entries are good. There's no holes in board, is there? A bit of gunge in there, and that should be spot on. Right then, do you want to bang them back together then? I'll nick test this. So what we're going to do is bang cooker in there, so it's a nice fat one, so it can take the 6mm. So we get cooker in there, the line and the earth in there, so here we go. So I always do continuity first, just because if you do insulation resistance, you don't want to be zapping stuff, sending a big voltage down when there could be stuff connected and you damage it. So I always do insulation resistance first. There we go, so that's line and earth there. And over here, we'll just undo this. Look at that, screwdriver just fits. Right, what I do, I'm just going to test these nice and tight. Looks like a screw fix one, look at that, looses out. Nice. Right, make sure they're tight. CONNET kitchen fitter's definitely done this one. He's tied it with a little 4mm screwdriver, not a big fat 5mm that is. You can just tell. Right, look for any charring on cables. There we're good. Right then, so test it. Ow! Just stabbed my elbow on that. Ah, that hurt. Right then, continuity, if you can see that. See if we're still filming. Yep, right then. What we're gonna do, bang line on there. So you want the incoming cable, which is this one. And the earth. Right, see that 0.1615. Bob over to here. For cooker, number of points, 1. R1R2, 0.15. And what I'm going to do is add that to his ZE reading when we get that. And what I do is just save between, just in case you lose any. That's that. So, next we'll just turn that off and we'll get insulation resistance reading over yon. So we're just going to get his little crocodile clips out. So you can use these little clamps for insulation, for continuity. You just clamp on one cable, clamp on other instead of that thing. So, well, to be fair, I've started using them, but I forgot about them. Yeah, then 1 clamp, 2 clamp, insulation resistance, and what I'll do is go line to neutral, and I'll bang it on 100 volts, just to make sure there's nothing in. So bang it on 100 volts first. Make sure we get good reading, up it to 250, which is its operating current. And I always test double the actual operating current. So if it's 3-phase stuff, you test it at 1000 kilovolt. Same again, 100, 250, and then 500. And I'm happy now that should be clear. So that's just 3 tests, so line to earth, neutral to earth, line to neutral. So there we go, that cable is perfect. So over here, that we've pre-filled already, testing at 500 volts over here. So testing at 500 volts, greater than a 500 from line to neutral, and line to earth and neutral to earth is greater than 500. So that has passed. And then all we need to do is add this result onto ZE, and we'll get that result there. So that's how we do a radial circuit, like a cooker. So let's move on to the sockets now. So we'll pick a ring and we'll go from there then. We'll have to do a ring test, so it's a bit different. Right, yeah, it's via fuse board. Test on the ICR test goes from 2 hours to 4 hours. Oh, because you've got a messy board, you don't mess about with this. It's not in the right place, so I have to just bang it back in anywhere. And then we'll have to get it right slot later, annoyingly. Go in. Look at it. It's a joke. Alright. There we go. I don't know if you can even see. Right, that's back in. Right, sockets now. Well, let's do this new one. Right, so turn him off. Undo this. There we go. Undo this. Well, what last one, lad? Was it kitchen sockets? I think it will, wasn't it? Right in there. Undo that bad boy. snacker this, mate.
That's what I mean.
It's annoying.
It's just annoying.
Right then, so we'll show you how to do this little test then. It's got 2 cables, so a ring it wires from the fuse board to every socket and back, so that's why there's 2 cables. And what we do an end-to-end test first. So turn it on continuity. We're just gonna pull that lead off. I'm gonna put a little crocodile clip on. Can you check if I'm still filming, mate? Have I got a screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Right then, so line there. So we have a test called end-to-end, so it's the line all the way around and back, and we want to record that on the test. There we go, 0.5, and the neutral, because it's a 2.5 cable, and the lines are 2.5, we should be getting like 0.5, 0.51. You should get it between 0.05 really. 0.51, so that's brilliant. So anything more than that, you've been thinking, right, we've got a loose connection somewhere, we'll have to investigate into that. But this passed, so, well, yeah, it passed within 0.05. Earth's 0.85. So, what I do is remember the first 2, because I can't remember more than 3, because I'm dafty, right? Then just set up that board. Let's go back to DB1. Let's have a look. It's right at the end, isn't it? Have a look. I don't like the new fast test. The Electrician desktop were a lot quicker to work with. Right then, so we don't know number of points yet, but we can write the end-to-end results then, which is R1, which is your line. So it was 0.50. The RN was 0.51, and that was 0.85. There we go. So that's that. I'm going to do something called a crossover test. So what I'm going to do, grab these little base, these little tiddlers. So what I'm going to do is cross. It's called a crossover test. You do the line coming in and clamp that onto the earth going out like that. Make sure you can see. And we've got the earth coming into the line going out. There we go. Is that right? Yeah. Right then. So then, and now what we're going to do is go around all the sockets and see what circuit that's on. So if we bang him in there. So continuity first, like we said, 0.35. You test both sides just in case you get a dodgy socket. And you should be getting roughly the same reading all the way around. So 0.35. If you get a little thunderbolt pop up, it means it's live and it's not that circuit. 37, 37, 49, 37. That'll be higher, that, won't it? 38, that's fine. Just look, that's a bit wobbly, that. So that, ow, we just need a little tighten. There we go. And we'll carry on. There was a socket back over here from my visual inspection, I remember. Oh, I don't know if you can even see. Right, up at 3.6. Up at 3.9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You basically just do a percentage of the sockets. So they're good. These might be on the old house sockets. So yeah, Thunderbolt 230 volts. So we don't want to test that. Some testers will just blow up and get the older ones. Yeah, that's that. I think that. Oh, there's one here. And the. Oh, I'll turn it on. 0.45. So what I'm going to do is unplug all the loads and we'll do the insulation resistance test next. So we're going to write down, I think Eicr 0.45 on it. 0.45 and then time on R2. To get the measured ZS, what we're going to do is add this 0.45 onto ZE, and then we're just going to do the insulation resistance test next. So we're just going to make sure all its loads are disconnected. So stuff like this. That guy's unplugged. That's all unplugged. Let's have a look. There we go. Earth in, line in. And we're just going to get rid of these links now. And we'll just get them ready for the next socket test. There we go. Right, earth. Because this is a ring, you only need to do between conductors. So let's bang it on 100 volts just in case there's something plugged in. Now there's something plugged in probably, so we're getting 39 mega ohm. So we'll just go around and try and find that. 2.6. I think the boiler was on basically. See if we're still filming. We are, right then. So that test again. You see why we do check, just in case. So we've got line to earth. Let's have a look. Line to neutral. We'll go continue it just in case. Oh, no, we've got greater than 2. Let's try again then. And there we go. Right then. So we've got 250 now. And what we want to do, here we go. We'll try at 500 now. 500 volts. Could be that the batteries in this tester are dying a little. So line to neutral. Yeah, we'll say 200 mega ohm. Anything more than 2 passes. Line to earth. 45 mega ohm. What's this one? Make sure that's on properly. Right then, so 33.1. Right, we'll write those results in. So before, when we pre-filled it, we had greater than 500 for all of them. So we'll just change those results now. But if it passed, or if it was greater than 500 mega ohm, we wouldn't have to do out. So pre-filling stuff saves loads of time when you're testing. Right, so we'll bob this in now, and that's a radial circuit. It's how we test a radial circuit. I have to do the continuity test on the radial and the insulation resistance, disconnecting the loads. And we've done the ring test. So we've shown you how to do the crossover test. We've shown you how to do the end-to-ends. And we're showing you how to do the insulation resistance on those. So hopefully you learned something from this little video. We're going to carry on testing down here. We've got loads to do. It's a Friday and we want to get home. So then, if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you know when we next upload. As always, everyone from me, and I'll see you on the next one. If we find out dodgy, we'll add it on the end of this video. Have a good one. So checking the downlights, so we've got these little floor clips, so just making sure there's no light insulation hanging out, but that's spot on that. But we have found some rat droppings, so it looks like they've got a rat problem. Nice. Right, so what else is knackered down here then? So remedials, we've got the outside lights there all knackered, so we're going to rewire all them. We've got the pull cord in the shower, that's all knackered. We've got a crack socket upstairs. There's a little light here to re-terminate, just a bit of exposed singles. Garage hot lighting, so running outdoor cable, that needs redoing. There's also no RCD protection on the lights within a bathroom, so the lighting. So we're going to put a little RCD unit in there. What else? We've got a downrate, breaker size for the garage, because that's on a 32 and a 2.5 cable, so it'll set on fire if you put too much through it, so it needs to be on a 20 amp MCB. But apart from that, that's all the things knackered down here. Adios.